As you talk with potential clients, you're going to need to show them why their business needs a website. A surprising statistic is that half of all businesses do not have a website. I've been in this business for a while, and I still find it hard to believe that in 2016, more than half of all businesses still do not have websites. And the half that do have websites, well, many of those websites are old, outdated, or just plain bad. In other words, there's a huge potential for you to sign up new customers. When you begin to talk with potential clients, two of the most important questions that you will need to be able to answer are, why does my business need a website? And why does my business need a better website than I already have? So let's start with, why does my business need a website? Now, you may or may not be asked this question, but if you're talking with a business owner that does not have a website, then this is the question you're going to need to answer. Because if they don't have a website in this day and age, then either they don't think they need one, or it's not important enough to them to pay for one. In other words, their problem is not big enough, or they don't even realize they have a problem. You see, in order for someone to take action and make a change, there must first be a problem that needs solving. This is where you come in. It's your job to show them the problem and just how big that problem is. Because if you don't do this first and foremost, you will never get the sale. So back to the question, why does my business need a website? Reason number one, we live in a new age. We carry an abundance of information at our fingertips. The phone book is basically extinct now. If someone is looking for a new business, where do they go? That's right, they go to the internet. And if they're looking for, let's say for example, a hair salon, and of course here you would use an example of whatever business you're calling on. But if they're looking for a hair salon, they simply search for it online, and usually from their phone, but sometimes it's from a desktop. So their search is going to return a list of hair salons. Now let's say for example, if you own this hair salon and you don't have a website, you usually don't even show up in the search. If you do show up in the search, it's in the form of simple contact information. But people don't just stop at your contact information. They want to know what your business is about. They want to know if you can provide the service they need. If you've done good work for others, what kind of reviews you have. You see, consumers today, they educate themselves about a company before they ever even make a call. If they can't find any information on a company, it's no big deal because there are plenty of companies out there that do have websites for the consumer to peruse. In other words, businesses that do not have a website are losing potential customers to businesses that do have websites. If a business is not online, that business basically doesn't even exist for new potential customers. That's the main reason that every business needs a website, because if they don't have one, they're not even in the game. If you can make a business owner understand this, then this alone is usually enough to get the sale. Reason number two, your website is an online brochure that you only have to create once. After that, you can just make changes when needed. If a business would like to promote a new product or service, or if they plan to have a sale next week, they can simply add it to their website for the world to see. And this online brochure is available 24 hours a day. Having a website is the best way to keep your customers informed about your business. Reason number three, it is expected. Today, consumers expect businesses to have a website. Imagine going to a brick and mortar store that has no signage. You're driving down the road looking for a specific business and you don't see the sign. You may be able to figure it out by the address, but you're expecting to see a sign for that business. Because as soon as you see the sign, you relax and you say to yourself, there it is. Consumers have that exact same expectation online. Today, consumers expect to see a website just as much as they expect to see a sign on your front door. But it's even more important with a website, because if you don't have a website and your competitors do, the consumer only needs to click your competitor's link and you've lost that potential customer. Now, there are a few other reasons why businesses need a website, but those three are usually all it takes to make a sale. If you can make your potential client understand this, you will make the sale. If not, then no other reason you can give will make the sale. So what about customers who already know they need a website, or they already have a website, but that website is in poor shape and it doesn't work properly? How do you convince them to let you rebuild their website? And just let me throw this in there real quick. Out of all of my customers, about half have been for new websites and half have been for rebuilds. So you have just as much potential with rebuilds as you do with new sites. So how do we get the sale on rebuilds? Well, it depends on what the problems are with their current site. If it's just a badly designed site, you simply show them your work or the work that you can do, because having a badly designed site can be worse than having no site at all. A website is the first impression that someone has about your business. It would be better to give no impression at all than to give a bad one. What about the websites that have functionality problems, such as broken links or forms that don't work, or maybe even websites designed with Flash? You simply show how your websites don't have those problems, and that you're aware of those problems and you know how to correct them. By the way, if you don't know what Flash is, a few years ago many websites were designed using Flash because of the cool interactive animations you could create with it. But Flash is not good for websites anymore because some devices, such as iPhones, will no longer support Flash. If someone tries to view a Flash website from an iPhone, they basically see nothing. I love finding websites that have been built with Flash because I know I can almost always sell a new site when I show the client that their website does not even work on certain devices. So in summary, if you want to make a sale, first you have to make the potential customer aware of the problem and then show how you can solve their problem. You have to show how your solution can benefit their business.